Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for August 27th, 2025. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content and you like me helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy, and you've been watching for a while and you haven't hit the subscribe button, guys, go ahead and do so now. So this is the video series where I count down all the way from number 15, I guess, to number 1. And I get my data from leagueofcomicgeeks.com. It's a free site where you can make a pull list for yourself, and the site keeps track of that data from comic books that are technically most pulled all the way to least pulled, right? So remember, it's not definitive sales numbers, it's just a fun video series to keep track of what people are buying. So every week we always start off with 5 books that are on the outside looking in, and who knows, next month they might get back into the top 10. If you want to see your favorite books get into the top 10, make sure you join League of Comic Geeks and make sure you put a poll next to your favorite comic. All right, guys, so the first book that's on the outside looking in goes to Death of Silver Surfer. This is issue 3. 32 pages, $4. This book has 5,157 pulls, which is pretty good for the outside looking in first book that we're talking about. The writer here is Greg Pak. Art is done by Sumit Kumar. Guys, let me know what you think of this series. It's one of the summer casualties for me. I was so busy working, I just fell off of the book because I knew it was a mini series. Our second book that's on the outside looking in goes to Immortal Legend Batman. This is issue 1. It's 40 pages for the price of $5. This book has 5,203 pulls, so just slightly above the Death of Silver Surfer. This one is written by Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom, and the art is done by Erica D. Ursa. Now, when it comes to this comic book, I'm really interested in this title, and maybe the numbers might go up if this first book delivers, but it's more like a science fiction type of Batman. He's obviously, I guess, in another universe, and he's got like this, I don't know, maybe like this cybernetic suit or something like that. Maybe he's like a Power Ranger. I don't know, but I'm definitely interested in this title, and this could be right up my alley. Wow, unfortunately, this book has dropped big time. And our third book that's on the outside looking in, and this was a top 5, top 10 book all the time, and this is The Flash. This is issue 24. The legacy numbering here is 824, 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 5,787 pulls. It seems very low. Writer is Simon Spurrier, and the art is done by Vasco Gorgiev. Now, when it comes to this title, it's dealing with this A Bad Moon Rising storyline. We're on part 6 of this storyline, and it looks like the Flash is dealing with Eclipso and the Rogues. They're on the moon and whatnot. And it looks like Eclipso has created this huge darkness on Earth. So obviously, will the Flash prevail? Well, you'll have to read it to find out. Our fourth book that's on the outside looking in is a book I'm jumping back on board again, guys. It's The Incredible Hulk issue 28. I dropped it a little while ago. Legacy numbering 809, 32 pages, $4. This book does have 6,142 pulls, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Art is done by Adam Gorham, not Nick Klein, unfortunately. But this is a storyline now that's leading into the new Hulk book that is getting released, right? It's called Infernal Hulk or Feral Hulk. I don't know, I can't say it right for some reason. But nevertheless, I want to check it out. I want to see the lead-in into the new series. And our final book that's on the outside looking in goes to the first independent book of the week, and that's Void Rivals, issue 22. It's 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 6,431 pulls. Still good on the outside looking in. Usually it's around 4,000 mark, right? Writer is Robert Kirkman. art is done by Connor Hughes. This book is awesome, dude. It's connected to the Energon universe. I feel like it's a very underrated book. Things are starting to heat up. They're going to lead into this big Quintesson war, and we're still learning the history of the two factions. It's an absolutely awesome series. Here we go, entering the top 10. Coming in at number 10, this book has dropped as well, but it's still in the top 10 barely, and that's The Avengers. This is issue 29, legacy numbering 795, 32 pages, $4. This book has 6,546 pulls. It's written by Jed McKay. Art is done by Farid Karamai. Probably said that wrong. I have no idea what's going on in Avengers these days. It's completely lost me. All as I know is that Reed Richards somehow has cracked some kind of code, and on the cover it says, "What is the Grail and what is it connected to the Secret Wars?" I have no idea. Does this connect to the new Battleworld comic that's coming out? Let me know if you read it. Coming in at number 9 goes to Green Arrow, issue 27, legacy numbering 360, 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 6,791 pulls. We're a little bit in a lull here. Writer is Chris Condon, and the art is done by Osvaldo Pestina Montpellier. Oh man, that's a tough one. When it comes to Green Arrow, it looks like Arsenal is missing in the series, and Green Arrow seeks to find clues on where to find Arsenal. So, listen, like I said, I haven't jumped on board this book just because I, forgot. I never put it on my pull list, and I think it's just a lost cause at this point. Coming in at number 8, we have Miles Morales' Spider-Man. This is issue 37. Legacy numbering 319, 32 pages, $4 for this comic book. This has a couple of first appearances in this book. It has Inari, and the other character is White Cat. This book does have 6,971 pulls. It's written by Cody Ziegler, and Luigi Zagaria does the artwork here. I'm trying to recover to get back onto the Miles Morales Spider-Man title. We just wrapped up this whole situation where he's teaming up with Hercules and fighting Ares, and I wasn't into all that, so I'm curious to see now if I pick this up, if I can get back into Miles Morales Spider-Man. Coming in at number 7 is a really good DC title in my opinion. This is Green Lantern, issue 26. Legacy numbering 593, 32 pages, $5. It's a connecting cover. 6,977 pulls, still can't break 7K. Written by Jeremy Adams. The art is done by V. Ken Marion. Now, when it comes to this series, we have both titles, the Green Lantern Corps and Green Lantern, trying to unlock the emotional spectrum once again. The Sorrow Lantern in that Corps has basically created this emotionless or sorrow emotion, and now it's up to our heroes to unlock everything and release the entities from the emotional spectrum, which I can't wait to actually see because they're all on the cover here. Coming in at number 6, we have Justice League Unlimited issue 10, 32 pages, price is $4. This book has finally, oh my god, we jumped up big time, 10,347 pulls, written by Mark Waid, and the art is done by Dan Mora. This is a first appearance of Mon-El from Earth Alpha. When it comes to Justice League Unlimited, I have no idea what's going on with this book, but I think it's getting ready to help tie into the DCKO event, and I guess maybe Apocalypse is coming? Not sure, but if you're enjoying the title, let me know in the comments section below. Here we go, diving into the top 5, and number 5 goes to The X-Men. This is issue 21, legacy numbering 321, 32 pages, $5 for this comic book. This one does have 10,687 pulls, just edging out Justice League Unlimited. Also written by Jed McKay here. Penciler is Nitho Diaz, who I really enjoy his artwork. However, when it comes to the X-Men, it's very much just like Avengers. It just seems like a rinse and repeat. Nothing here where it's outstanding. The last issue for me was very boring. But you get to see the X-Men take advantage of a break that they have, and they go out on their own mission. Are you guys still enjoying X-Men? Coming in at number 4, just outside the top 3, we have Superman issue 29, a great series. Legacy numbering 872, 32 pages, $5 for this title. This one does have 12,188 pulls, written by Joshua Williamson, art done by Dan Mora. The last issue of this was so insane with Darkseid's Legion of Superheroes, and it looks like Superman has to figure out like what's going on with these guys, what's happened to the other lost Legion of Superheroes. And again, this is another thing that's leading into the DCKO event. Coming in at number 3 is everyone's most trippiest book out there, Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is issue 6, 32 pages, $5 for this one. This one does have, wow, this has jumped tremendously, 17,556 pulls, written by Denise Camp. Art is done by Javier Rodriguez. Now, when it comes to this title, it's really trippy. It can be hard to follow at times, but you got to appreciate the amazing artwork and the originality that goes into the book. But it looks like the Green Martian is going to first the White Martian hair, and then the book is going to take a break and then come back for its final 6 issues. Coming in at number 2 is Absolute Wonder Woman issue 11, 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 21,913 pulls. Kelly Thompson hit gold when it comes to this title, let me tell you. Art is done by Hayden Sherman, which the artwork has grown on me over the time that this series has come out. But right now, Diana is still in this maze, and she doesn't know what's going on. She is so dazed and confused. She can't get out. She doesn't know what's real, what's fake, who she's trying to rescue, who she's trying to fight. It makes for a very intriguing comic book right now. So after number 1, we are not done, as we do have Spider Slayer's sleeper pick to discuss, because there's 15 books I talked about today, but below those top 15 could be a book that's at the bottom that could rise to the top. There is a book that we talked about last week, and that was Escape. Everyone, or mostly everyone, liked that book. All right, so this week's number 1 most pulled comic for August 27th goes to Ultimate Spider-Man. This is issue 20. We have 5 issues left after this one, guys. We're still dealing with the Sinister Six. We're dealing with Mary Jane, if she's okay with Peter being Spider-Man. What happens when the Maker returns, right? 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 26,413 pulls. Not the 30K from Absolute Batman, but I'm pretty sure this is a record for this title. Written by Jonathan Hickman, and the art is done by David Mancina. So unfortunately, you don't get the Chiquetto artwork on this issue, and it says, "My Dinner with Harry." So Harry Osborn lives, and Mary Jane and Peter Parker have another dinner with Harry and Gwen. What's going to be the outcome of that story? All right, Spider Slayer sleeper pick. I got a good one for you this week, guys. This is from Dark Horse, Nemesis Forever. This is issue 1. This one is 32 pages for the price of $5. This book ranked number 62 on the list. And the pull number on this one is 719. It's written by Mark Miller, and the art is done by Matteo Scalera. If you guys have never heard of Nemesis before, do yourself a favor, find volume 1, and you will absolutely love this book. It pushes the envelope. It has that Mark Miller writing in there. Look at this book as a evil Batman. The dude is rich. He doesn't care about anybody. He's going to take over the city. He's going to take over the world. In the last series, he took on a sidekick, and he did his sidekick real dirty. It is a wonderful comic book, highly underrated story here. So if you want to check out a new number 1, this would be a good jumping on point, even though there's multiple volumes of it. I think there's 3, but they're all mini series. So check out Nemesis Forever issue 1. So there you have it, web heads. There are the top 10 most pulled comic books of the week. Are there any other books that are coming out that you're highly excited for? I know there are below this list. Like I said earlier, Geiger got shafted. Some of the other independents got shafted. And if you want your favorite comics to make this list, join League of Comic Geeks. Like I said, it's free, guys. And just click on titles that you are putting on your pull list. And then you'll have a virtual pull to take with you at the comic shop. Right? Super easy that way. So as always, guys, remember, there's more content right here for you to click on. Support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, and always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday, New Comic Book Day.